Before earth had mountains, before gods had names, before consciousness split into beings, there was Purusha, the cosmic totality. A being of 1,000 heads, 1,000 eyes, 1,000 feet. He was the universe. And, in an act that would define creation, he was sacrificed. Purusha is no ordinary figure. He's not born. He simply is, infinite, timeless, unbound. In the ancient hymn of the Rig Veda, the Purusha Sukta, the gods gather to perform a divine yagna. In Vedic tradition, yagna is a sacred fire ritual, a spiritual offering meant to harmonize the cosmic order. It's less about ceremony and more about cosmic participation. Through this ritual, Purusha is offered, and through his dismemberment, creation unfolds. His eyes become the sun, casting golden light across a world not yet formed. His breath becomes wind, swirling across a landscape of possibility. His feet root the world in place, anchoring reality. From his mouth, Brahmins are born, voices of ritual and wisdom. His arms become Kshatriyas, protectors and warriors. His thighs form Vaishyas, traders and cultivators, and his feet become Shudras, laborers and builders of the world's foundation. Together, these four roles form what ancient texts call the Varnas, symbolic archetypes reflecting function and essence within the cosmic body. Not rigid castes, but expressions of purpose. But the myth isn't built only on body and bone. Even the seasons take part in the cosmic offering. Spring becomes clarified butter, ghee, luminous and golden, poured into the sacred fire. Not food, but essence. In Vedic ritual, butter is purity itself, a radiant bridge between earth and spirit. Summer becomes the fuel, wood and heat, the energy that sustains the flame. It's the season of intensity, of transformation. Autumn becomes the oblation, the sacred gift, the moment of surrender. It's the season of letting go, of harvest and offering. Winter remains silent, a pause in the cycle, the breath between rituals. Not absent, but waiting. The stillness before rebirth. Purusha becomes all of this. Not just butter, but the rhythm of time itself. A being transmuted into sacred energy, ready to ignite the world. In Hindu philosophy, Purusha is far more than myth. He is a metaphor for consciousness, untouched, eternal, essential. But to understand Purusha fully, we need to meet Brahman. Brahman is the ultimate reality in Hindu thought, infinite, formless, and beyond description. It's not a god in the usual sense, but the spiritual essence behind everything. Time, space, matter, even thought, all emerge from Brahman. It's the source, the substance, and the silence beneath existence. Some traditions describe Brahman as Sat Chit Ananda, existence, consciousness, and bliss. In Vedanta, Purusha is seen as a reflection of Brahman, a cosmic mirror through which the universe becomes aware of itself. Other schools say Purusha is Brahman, momentarily shaped into form so that creation can unfold. His sacrifice becomes a symbol of unity. We're not separate, we are fragments of the same cosmic soul. And time? It flows in cycles, not straight lines. Purusha is offered again and again, and each time the world is reborn. This myth isn't isolated. In Norse legend, Ymir, a primordial giant, is slain and shaped into sky, sea, and soil. His bones become mountains, his blood the oceans, and his skull the dome of the heavens. In Chinese myth, Pangu cracks open the cosmic egg and dies to sculpt the universe. His breath becomes wind, his voice thunder, his eyes the sun and moon. Even Nuwa, the serpentine goddess, mends the heavens with her divine body, using 5-colored stones to seal the sky and clay to mold the first humans. In ancient Egypt, Atum rises from the primordial waters of Nun, creating gods from his own essence: air, moisture, sky, and earth, and separating chaos from order with each breath. Among the Maya, the gods attempt creation multiple times, fashioning humans from mud, then wood, before finally succeeding with maize, the sacred crop of life. Across continents and millennia, creation often begins with sacrifice of body, of breath, of silence. And in each myth, the world is shaped by what the divine is willing to give. Purusha's story didn't fade, it evolved. In rituals, the fire is still lit, offerings still made, butter, grain, breath. The Varna model became a foundation for social organization, originally symbolic, a poetic map of cosmic function. But as centuries passed, the system shifted. What once reflected spiritual role and personal qualities began to harden into birth-based hierarchy. Over time, especially during the later Vedic and classical periods, Varna became linked not to behavior but to lineage. Social mobility waned, and the flexible metaphor Purusha offered gave way to rigid divisions, the foundation of the caste system. Yoga, too, carries whispers of Purusha. It's not just movement, it's a path toward unity. Through breath, posture, and focused awareness, practitioners seek to quiet the mind and glimpse the eternal self. In yogic philosophy, the goal is to experience Purusha directly, to peel away the layers of thought, ego, and illusion, and rest in pure consciousness. This journey leads toward Brahman, not through theory, but through experience, a stillness where the self dissolves into the source. Even modern philosophy echoes this myth of consciousness, self, and the wholeness beneath identity. Purusha isn't just history. He is a thread woven through ritual, practice, and inner reflection. So next time you hear of butter offered to flame, or breathe deeply beneath the sun, remember, you may be tracing the path of Purusha. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed wandering through this creation myth, Subscribe for more legendary tales, from sky goddesses to serpent rivers. Like, share, and let us know which myths you'd like us to explore next. And if you'd like to support the channel, consider joining us on Patreon. It helps us keep the lanterns lit in the mythic bazaar. Curious to dive deeper? Check the links in the description. We've gathered books and sources to journey further into Purusha's world. Until then, keep seeking the stories written in stars, blood, and butter.